Northwest 9 action as the Highlands Golden Rams host the Newcastle Hurricanes. Along with the Dean, Mike Choma. Ken Wood is here. Ricky Saffer upstairs. This is Mike Pavlik greeting you from Golden Rams Stadium as we open the home schedule for year 50 of Highlands Golden Rams football.
You made that, Mike, 50 years and going strong, huh?
Well, let's talk about Highlands offensively. Dean, we get off to a good start last week, a 28-14 win after trailing 14-7 in the first quarter. A little bit of a change of tempo for the Highlands team on the offensive side.
No doubt about it, Mike. Up tempo, 65 plays last week. And again, normally we've been averaging about 50, 52 plays a game. You get those more opportunities, you have to turn them into points. And again, the plays are being simulated from the sidelines. Last week, Jet touched the ball 23 times, Taylor 11, and Cohn was 11 for 21 for 115 yards. Again, hopefully, that up tempo gives us more opportunities to score.
It will. Let's talk about injuries tonight. I know that we've been concerned about Tyler Sportelli. He was dressed for warm-ups.
Yeah, and he's supposed to try to give it a go to Mike, if not the first series, then hopefully the second series. Last week was the offensive line had problems. This week it's our skill people. The big one out tonight, Mike, Jermaine Jett hurt his shoulder, separated on that two-point conversion, so he's out tonight. Isaiah Coleman, one of his backups, is out with an ankle. And Luke Cochran had 10 tackles last week at linebacker, Mike. He was in a car accident Saturday, and fortunately not serious there, but bumps and bruises. He's going to sit out this week and hopefully be able to come back next week.
Now let's talk about the Hurricanes of Newcastle under sixth-year coach Joe Cowart. Made it all the way to the championship game at Heinz Field last year. But they've started off 0-2, and they played a murderer's row schedule, playing Aliquippa in the first game and Montour in the second game.
Shutout in the first game, Mike, doubled up in the second game, but they still have a powerful offense. They're led by another hooker. This time it's Marcus. Same place. He's going to college, Ohio State, like his brother. He's going to play safety tonight, but they feature him running back. A lot of times they're out a wildcat. The good news for the Golden Rams is quarterback Geno Stone is gone. He killed us last year, Mike. He's moved on to play at Iowa. They're going to start a first-year quarterback tonight, Daniel Minnock. He'll be the quarterback. He wears number 6.
And they also run Hooker out of that too, and that's another thing that they like to do. Hooker, a lot of different formations last week, and something interesting. Highlands committed a ton of penalties. So did Newcastle in their game. It'll be interesting to see who can keep those down. Newcastle, by the way, has won the toss, and they're going to take the kickoff here as we get started with tonight's game. Well, we'll tell you about Planet Fitness at the Heights Plaza in Natrona Heights. It's your home of the judgment-free zone. Planet Fitness provides a unique environment where everyone, and we mean everyone, is free to work out in a non-intimidating environment, even Ken Wood. They're open and staffed 24/7, so you can work out on your schedule. The staff is friendly. They're there to help you meet your fitness goals. And hey, if you're a first-time gym member, no problem. Many members are, and the staff is here to help you, make you feel comfortable as you have your new gym experience at Planet Fitness. Now remember, September 5th to 13th, Planet Fitness celebrates their 25th anniversary, and new members can join for only 25 cents down and then $10 a month. So drop by the Natrona Heights Planet Fitness today for details.
We've let people come from across the river. Your nephew's a member.
Big time.
See a lot of guys from New Kent over there.
So we're ready to go. Sam Peck will kick it off. The opening kickoff brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Individualized training for third graders all the way up to varsity and beyond. You can email them masonelitehoops@comcast.net.
Newcastle took the ball first and scored last week against Montour, Mike. They want to get it early here, and they do.
Near side of the field, and getting hit hard is number 33, Josh Thomason, who had a good week running the football last week for the Hurricanes, and he's hit hard and knocked down. And it'll be 1st and 10. Noah Gillette makes the stop, and it'll be first down Hurricanes as they'll get started.
He had a dozen tackles last week. Mike gets a big special teams one. Let's take a look at Newcastle offense. They'll start number 69, Anthony Houston, at 1 tackle. The other tackle is 55, James Robertson. The left guard is Gino Chapa. Center is 74, Nick Papa. The right guard is 35, Casey Booker. Mike, he is a Division I recruit.
Hooker will be the quarterback, and Thomason will be the setback in this package.
Wildcat.
The first 5 times they ran 5 different packages. And Hooker's going to keep it off the left side. He tries to get to the far side of the field. He gets hit, and Sportelli's in there. It was hit first by Lonnie Long coming up from his corner spot in run support, but there was good to see 48 Tyler Sportelli back on the field.
No doubt about it, Mike. Is starting tonight at linebacker. You mentioned normally their quarterback is number 6, Daniel Minioc, and they run number 33, Josh Thomason, occasionally. But Hooker lined up at the Wildcat. He's usually a wide receiver along with number 13, Drew Cox. Out tonight for them is number 3, Freddie Soto.
A good player last week, too. Thomason had 70 yards on the ground last week, 33. Hooker going to sprint to the right, going to run it this time. Tries to get outside to the right, turns the corner, gets the first down, I believe. He does. He leans ahead. Gillette had a hold of him, but he just gets it to the 38-yard line. That'll be first down, Newcastle.
Romello Freeman also on the stop. For the Golden Rams on defense, again, you mentioned a few of them already. The linebackers, Gillette, Cameron Taylor, and Tyler Sportelli. Down lineman is Daniel Timmons, 75. Marius Yanko, 54. Nick Chichello, number 51, and Lucas Lamer, 53. Defensive backfield, 11, Logan Christ. 9, Gabe Booker. 4, Romello Freeman. And number 8 is Lonnie Long.
First and 10, Newcastle on their 39-yard line. Marcus Hooker, the quarterback, another Ohio State recruit. Hooker's going to keep it, run to the left. Get hit in the backfield. Now they got him, and down he goes for no gain. The Rams gang tackling Hooker at the 39-yard line.
Freeman over there with Cameron Taylor and Lonnie Long.
So there'll be no gain on that one. Maybe even a lot. They're going to give it maybe a loss of about a half a yard.
Give Daniel Timmons credit, Mike. He went in there and broke things up. Spread them out.
Hooker ran 18 times for 147 last week. Thomason ran 12 times for 70 yards. Hooker was 1 for 2 through the air, but 41 yards and a touchdown, and that one went to Drew Cox.
Mike bad news already. Tyler Sportelli's out, getting stretched. He tried to give it a go.
Well, Mike Rizzo, see if he can do some wonders down there. Now, without Cochran, let's see who's at that spot. I see Taylor, Gillette.
And they're standing up Danny Timmons, Mike.
And Dan Timmons is standing up. So basically, it's almost like a fifth lineman, almost going to the 5-2. Hooker going to run it right up the middle, gets a crack, and through there, spinning to the 50. Highlands 45, hard to bring down. Lonnie Long finally gets him at the Highlands 44-yard line.
Lonnie Long, Mike, likes to tackle high, and unfortunately, you're not going to tackle Marcus Hooker high.
18 yards and another first down for Newcastle. Rolling up yards wasn't their problem last week. They got stopped by penalties, and their run defense wasn't very good.
Highlands had 81 yards last week in penalties, Mike, so again, both teams have to clean things up here.
First and 10, Newcastle at the Highlands 44. Less than 10 to go first quarter.
I'm looking at Hooker, Mike. His hand and his wrist are supposed to give him trouble. He has them both taped up, so again, it's hard to tell.
I wonder if he's going to be able to throw or not.
Yeah, I think it's his left hand, Mike. No, it's his right.
First down. Man in motion is, now we got whistles. Markel Talley, the sophomore. And what do we have?
Clock expired.
It did. So it'll be delay. So that's the first one on them. And they were beset by them last week as the Rams were. Referee tonight is David Papich.
Umpire is Sasha Craig. Lineman is Evan Thompson. Line judge 10 Sowers. Side judge Jason Just. And the field judge is Wes Washington.
First and 15 for the Hurricanes. Aptly named this week, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately, Mike, what a mess. Huh?
Well, the good news is Bill Heasley's here with us this year and not stuck down there like he was last year for the Montour game.
You're not in a hurricane this year.
They're closing Disney tomorrow night. Hooker going to run it. Little draw up the middle. Kramer got a piece of him, but he's still driving and gets to about the 41-yard line, and he gets the penalty yardage back plus a couple of more. It'll be second down at about 7.
Lamer down there along with Timmons.
The gain is to the 41. That's 8. 34 yards already on the ground for Marcus Hooker. He'll be going to Ohio State. We mentioned his brother, Malik. He's been injured most of the preseason, but with a shoulder, but he practiced full this week, and he is good to go for the 4:05 game at LA against the Rams this week for the Colts. Now Mininock. The split. And Hooker is back. Hooker's going to fire it downfield, and it's going to be intercepted, but it's going to be a penalty on Lonnie Long. Long picked it off, but he interfered with the intended receiver down the near side of the field. That was Mininock, who is it was 13, I'm sorry, and that was Drew Cox. He was the intended receiver, and Lonnie pushed him in the back, and that penalty is going to give Newcastle a first down.
Mike, I didn't think he had to, did you? I thought he had pretty well defended.
No, he's got the height advantage. And
proof.
I mean, the ball is just just as much his.
But he pushed him before the ball was even there.
First Highlands penalty of the night. Third, Newcastle first down. That'll take the ball 15 yards to the 26-yard line.
Tonight, Mike, in conference action, we're going to have Ambridge at South Fayette, Blackhawk at Mars, Montour at Indiana. Non-conference will be number 5, West Mifflin up at Knock. That's our opponent next week.
First in town, 10 for the Hurricanes at the 26. Thomas in the setback next to Hooker. And Hooker's just done it all himself so far. Here's the snap. I give it to Thomas in this time. Thomas, it's hit, and down he goes in a handful of jersey down there, and that was Lucas Lamer that brought him down after a gain of about 1.
Nice job that time by the interior of the defense.
I think Hooker might have been tired.
By the way, Newcastle picked by the birdie 35-21. Post-Gazette also picked Newcastle, so we'll be looking for the upset here tonight.
Well, the question's going to be, is Highlands going to be able to run the ball? They ran the ball well over 200 yards against Newcastle last year, and last week Montour ran for almost 300 against them.
Hooker getting the Wildcat.
And the give is to Thomason off the right side. Thomason cuts it inside the 20 and gets it down to about the 18-yard line. He's going to be a couple yards short of the first down. Logan Christ was down there for the Rams, along with Danny Timmons. We'll see where they spot it here. They're going to mark it.
So far, no answer for Hooker, Mike.
On the 18. 3rd and 2. And that's 2 good runs in a row by Thomason, and that's what he can do. He was very impressive last week against Montour. 3rd and a couple. 4-down territory for Joe Coward. And again, now Hooker keeps it with a marker down. Hooker up the right side. Turns the corner, 15-10, and into the end zone for a Newcastle touchdown. But let's see what the flag's all about. There's a flag way back here at the 24-yard line. Jordan Thompson thinks it's against Newcastle.
Snap,
They may not have been lined up properly. It might be a formation penalty. And that is it. And the penalties continue to hurt them, too.
Take that off the board.
And a 3rd and 2 is going to quickly become a 3rd and 7. And now you see what Joe Cowart wants to do here.
Taking a touchdown off the board.
I think running twice is probably the way to go here. This Newcastle team, 8-5 a year ago, but they went all the way to the championship game. They upset South Fayette.
51-48, some kind of
yeah, 51-43 after they lost to them 37-13 just 3 weeks earlier.
Exactly, 24-point swing right there.
And then they beat, after South Fayette, they beat Ringgold and then lost to TJ in the championship.
It was one of those teams that might get better every week.
Mm-hmm. And Joe Cowart needed that win. Those were his first playoff wins. Hooker back. Hooker is hit, and down he goes.
All that, nope.
Hooker is sacked by Timmons, and Gillette back at the 30-yard line.
He'll split that one, Mike. That's a big play for the Golden Rams.
The Gillette clan is out in force.
Why would they pass the ball, Mike?
I don't know. 4th and 13.
Kind of reminds me of last year when we were dominating that, remember? 21 plays in a row running.
And they've taken 6 minutes off the clock. It's 4th down. They're going to go for it here. Hooker comes back on the field with instructions.
Now he's going to pass.
4th down. Big play for the Rams. And they made a couple of stands last week against Ambridge.
Where's Minioc, Mike?
Oh, and the receiver left early, and there was no flag, and the pass is incomplete. Boy, the Rams got a break there because the receiver at the top of the screen, who was Dante Burnett, left early, and there was no penalty on it, but the pass is incomplete, and the Rams have held. Well, I'll tell you what. Last week, Mininock was 5 for 18. He threw for 28%. That's why he's not playing quarterback.
Well, I'm going to see if he's out on defense tonight, Mike, because they have 3 guys out in their starting defense, and Minioc was supposed to start at the safety position. Nice to see him out there, number 6.
Highlands 29, 1st and 10. They get the ball back. I do not to start with.
So there might be a problem with him.
Seth Cohen, the Highlands quarterback, is going to throw it deep, and he's got a man down there. It's pulled in. This is Freeman, and down to the Newcastle 33-yard line.
35 yards right off the bat for Cohen. Threw for 115 last week. Big play for Romello Freeman.
21 and 16, 37 yards.
And Mike, they threw away from Hooker. They picked on Drew Cox that time.
And Hooker is going to play defense as his brother did at Ohio State. First down Highlands, and the Rams come out throwing, and now Cohen's in trouble on it. The snap is killing us last week, and the sack is made by Anthony Bailey, the senior defensive end, number 31.
It'll be a loss of 4 on the play. The rest of Newcastle's defense, Mike, the defensive ends are 43 Devin Sams and 31 Anthony Bailey. Defensive tackle replacing James Robinson Knight is Rocco Robinson. And number 60, Gino Choma is the other tackle.
Second down, 15. Highlands at the Newcastle 39. No score. 5 minutes left first quarter.
We flipped the field real quick. Mike now has to take advantage.
Cohen fires to the far side, incomplete, almost intercepted by Demetrius McKnight as Cohen and his receiver were on different pages together.
Hence the term because that looked like it was going to get picked off that time. Mike, Demetrius McKnight you mentioned, Marcus Hooker, the linebackers 25, Trey Epps, 75, Casey Booker, and replacing Jason Montgomery Knight is number 33, Josh Thomason.
Third and 15. Rams signaling the plays in from the sideline. Seth Cohen, the quarterback, junior 14. They go pistol. Cam Taylor's a setback. Movement. And looks like Hooker not out there on defense, Dan. And you know what? He didn't play defense after whatever happened last week either.
The wrist, the elbow.
Yeah. So an offside penalty, and here was Newcastle with those penalties again.
Give us our 5 yards back, Mike.
Third and 10 for the Rams, and you got to figure they're in 4-down territory for first-year coach Tom Girardi.
Gives me a chance to introduce the rest of the offense. We mentioned Cohen at quarterback.
By the way, Sportelli's up and moving around. Looks like okay.
Great. Cameron Taylor's starting for Jet tonight at tailback. No Gillette's the fullback.
Double wing. Both wings are Christ brothers. Another low snap. Cohen fields it nicely. Cohen going to heave it deep. Got a man down there. It is pulled in.
Touchdown.
We got a Highlands touchdown.
Gabe Booker. 39 yards. Quick strike offense, Mike.
I should say, and Seth Cohen on target early, and Highlands has the lead before his dad even got in his seat.
2 for 3, 76 yards. More importantly, Highlands on the board. And J.C. Bowser, Mike, made the newspaper today, and she's going to kick the extra point.
Highlands has the lead. Rams using a swinging gate. Signorella, the holder, is standing. Let's see if they motion. Nope, they snap at the Signorella. He's going to fire it, and it's incomplete. Well, the Rams went a little razzle-dazzle on the 2-point play there that they obviously had worked on. I'll tell you what, if Siggs would have just taken it and run right up the middle, I don't think there was anybody there to tackle him. But the Rams lead at 6-0, 4:42 left first quarter.
Mike, we tried that 3 times in practice last night, 0 for 3. Now we're 0 for 4. Put that one away.
I never have a problem with those, though.
Many companies can give you car insurance quotes. Only Nationwide can back it up with dedicated licensed professionals and superior claim service. Mel and Jones Bichets want to help you relieve some of the stress involved with insuring those young teenage drivers. Ask about the Nationwide Insurance Young Driver Discount. When you're comparing, no one beats Nationwide's rates for young drivers. Call your hometown agents, John and Mel, at 724-224-4300. And let them help you choose the coverage that's right just for your family. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, the AK Valley, the Bichets, and Nationwide are on your side.
Wow, how about that? That was a good start.
Yep. Looked like disaster to start with. They were going to march down the field, but we held them on 4th down, and 2 long strikes, one to Romello Freeman for 37 yards, the other one to Gabe Booker for 39. Golden Rams find themselves leading here, and Mike, they went right where Hooker was supposed to be that time.
Cohen throwing his 2nd touchdown of the season. And Gabe Booker with his 5th catch. He leads the way so far for Highlands. And he can run the ball too. We wondered without Jet tonight if we may see Gabe running the ball out of the backfield, and we'll see. Kicking off is Sam Peck. 6-0 Highlands. Couldn't have asked for a better start, really. And Peck kicks it to the near side of the field. And this is Thomason through the middle, out over the 30. And and he's dragged down as he gets to about the 35-yard line, and that's where the Hurricanes will start it. Johnny Christ was down there. I also see 12, who is Caleb Radishak, the freshman.
And 42, DJ Loveland. I thought he made a big play the other day, Mike. Loveland, only a freshman, after we scored the go-ahead touchdown. Looked like the Ambridge kick return was going to break it, but Loveland made a nice open field tackle. Helps out that time, too.
First down, Newcastle at their 36-yard line. Highlands with a 6-0 lead, and Hooker will be the quarterback. And he's got Devin Sams, who's also he's more of an H-back, 43, and 25 is Trey Epps as his sidecars.
Another penalty
and Hooker's going to keep it. Flag is down. Hooker off the left side, hit by Freeman, and brought down as he gets across the 40 to the 43-yard line. And let's see what this marker is about. They're looking to Newcastle side, so this might be against Highlands. Let's see. Might be offside. No, there is no flag.
They picked it up.
It was well, no, they didn't. I'm sorry. Yeah. It is false start against Newcastle. My goodness, that's 4 for 20 already. And this is what got them into trouble last week.
Yeah, get these long situations.
You know, Montour only threw 3 passes last week against them. Highlands has already thrown 3 passes against them already in this game.
Crazy. Marcus Sienko checks in the defensive lineup now, Mike.
Run the Twins. First and 15 on the 31. And Hooker is going to take it, and they were had a hold of Timmons, but Timmons did a great job of sealing the edge. But look at Hooker make something out of nothing. That's a heck of a run. He gets to the 40-yard line.
Danny was being held the whole time.
He was. There was no doubt about that. And he gets 10 yards on that.
Booker, Freeman, and Lamerin on that tackle.
Second down, we'll call it 5. Clock winds to less than 4 first quarter. Highlands leads at 6-0.
They get that 5 back and another 5 on top of it, Mike.
Well, he's going to be tough, but he might be it. That's the thing. Hooker keeps it. Oh, big hole this time. Breaks the tackle and gets into the secondary, across the 50, into Highlands territory, and down to the Rams' 41-yard line before he's finally dragged to the ground by Gillette. And Timmons down the field also, but it's first down, Newcastle.
Gillette, Timmons, and Freeman, Mike. But again, Lonnie Long has got to stop arm tackling.
18 yards. He's got 28 yards here.
He just reaches, and instead of trying to get in front of him, and guess what? He got leveled after that play.
You're going to get hit anyway, right?
Yep, so you might as well hit him before they hit you.
First and 10 Hurricanes on the Highlands 41. And this is Hooker again. The ball's out, and the Rams have it at the 38-yard line. It's Johnny Christ. Johnny Christ has it. Hooker, I don't even think he was hit. It almost looked like he was trying to move it. And again, look at him holding that right arm.
He's holding that wrist, Mike.
He's holding that right arm, and that was the problem last week, we think.
And Johnny Christ just replaced Lonnie Long on that last play, and he recovered the fumble. Yep.
And the Rams have it on a turnover.
And boy, you're right, Mike. Hooker's really grabbing that arm as he goes off the sidelines. Not going to put him out in defense.
First down, Rams on their 37-yard line. Cohen turns, and the give is to Cam Taylor, but they are waiting.
Yeah, he got swallowed up immediately.
For Cam Taylor. Down at the bottom of the pile for the Hurricanes is the senior defensive end, Anthony Bailey, 31.
Boy, if Hooker can't come back out, Mike, I don't know what they'll do for an offense.
You notice they're going a little faster. I talked to Seth Cohen last week afterwards, and he said they'd probably want to try to go a little bit faster. That will evolve as the season goes on, and it looks like they're moving it quicker.
Well, 65 plays pretty fast last week.
Cohen is back. And Cohen's going to fire it deep. He's got Christ down there, and it's incomplete. Christ was covered stride for stride by Demetrius McKnight in the pass, just led him a little bit too far. But look at the size advantage. That's one you want to take advantage of.
You got to see that, Mike. 6'6".
He gets a better release.
And they were having hand-to-hand combat as they went down the field.
3rd and 9 now for Highlands.
McKnight only 6 foot, Mike, so there's a 6-inch height advantage.
Yeah, Johnny is has that. Now they're going to go 4 wides on this one. Taylor will be the single setback. Kreis, Booker, Kreis, Freeman. And Cohen fires to the near side, and it's incomplete. Booker
penalty marker,
double covered,
late.
but we have a marker down in the backfield. We might have roughing the passer. Let's see.
43 was a little late getting there.
Oh, the penalties by Newcastle again. Have just got to be killing Joe Coward over there, and it is. Roughing the passer, a 15-yarder. Already 5 penalties for Newcastle. They had 12 last week.
Guess who was playing center field in that play for Newcastle, Mike? Booker. He came out for that one play because he knew it was a big play.
So this will move it all the way up to the Newcastle 49.
Josh Tomlinson, Mike, normally a linebacker, is now playing safety for him.
I don't know about his speed. It's certainly not Booker's or Hooker's speed, or Gabe Booker's speed for that matter. 1st and 10. Highlands on the Newcastle side of the field. They lead it 6-0. And a turn and a give is to Taylor. And Taylor breaks through inside the 45 and down to the 42-yard line. Taylor was good last week. 11 carries, 49 yards, and even ripped off a 19-yarder late in that game. He's the battering ram, Dean.
Yep. He averaged 5.7 a carry, and Jet was 5.3, Mike, so he actually had a better average.
2nd down and 4 for Highlands. Yeah, Hooker's sitting on the bench, Kenwood says. He's struggling. The give is to Taylor. Gets a good block. Cuts inside the 40. And gets very close to a first down. Down at the bottom of the pile for the Red Hurricanes was Drew Cox, the junior cornerback. It's going to be 3rd down, I think. We'll see. It is. It's 3rd down and inches.
Yeah, I think this is where Cohen just goes up, huh?
Play action fake and go for the bundle, Dean.
Yep.
1:25 left of the first quarter. 6-0 Highlands. Now Freeman in tight. And the Rams have I formation. Gillette the fullback.
Now there's 2 in the A gap, Mike. Doug on it.
Now it's 3rd and 6.
Yep. 2 guys jumped in the A gap, Mike, and that threw the blocking scheme off, and we got a man down, too, on top of it.
And Coach Girardi is telling the official that, and we do. We have down for the Rams is Mario Cienko. And we can't be affording to losing any linemen right now.
Sure.
That's for sure. Well, they tend to Mario. We'll take a quick timeout. 6-0 Highlands, 1:14 left first quarter, and we'll be right back. All right, Mario Cienko needed some help to get off the field.
And Mike, it looks like a knee, unfortunately.
So we'll see who goes in for him.
Nick Cicchello, Mike.
Nick Cicchello, okay, 51, right?
Yes.
And he'll be a left tackle. So this is 3rd down and 5 after the penalty. Cohen is back, and Cohen's going to throw a takeoff. Freeman comes back. Made a great play. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's 1st down Highlands. Oh, boy, now that's ball skills.
Yep. 19-yard pickup. 1st down Highlands. And boy, he high-pointed that one, Mike.
He did. That was tremendous. 20 yards.
I saw a great picture of his catch last week for 31 yards. He had jumped so high, he was at hip level of the defender, caught the ball above his head, Mike. He didn't even see the ball, he just stuck his hands up. And guess what? That's 95 yards now for Seth Cohen, Mike.
Yeah. By the way, stay tuned after the first quarter. We're going to talk about Eddie Tiorsky.
Big one coming up for Eddie.
Big one for Eddie.
Or Mello, too soon.
Man, the penalties. That's the 2nd one against Highlands, or the 3rd, I'm sorry.
3rd for 25. They got 5 for 35. Remember, Mike, they took a touchdown off to the board.
Sure did. That happened with the Patriots last night, too, that hurt them.
See Sportelli on the sideline testing that.
1st down, 15 to go. 1:06 left of the first quarter. Highlands in a tremendous chance here to get up 2 scores. Logan Kreis in motion. Play action fake. And they're going to fire it deep. Got a man down there.
Yes.
And we have a Highlands touchdown. Gabe Booker again. Picking over there on the corner. And the Rams have found a weakness Thomas with McKnight, and they score again.
Now 125 yards in passing, and more importantly, a 13-0 score.
My goodness.
That was Dave Hooker again, wasn't it? Yeah.
126 yards, Cohen 4 out of 6. 30 yards to Booker. He's got 2 for 69. Freeman 2 for 57. Can you believe this?
J.C. Bowser.
J.C. Bowser for the extra point. Her kick is up, and her kick is good. 1 minute left of the first quarter, and Highlands leads it.
And they didn't go chasing it, Mike.
13-0.
High school seniors can learn the skills you need to start a career in the high-demand field of healthcare in less than a year. Pittsburgh is in need of skilled healthcare workers, and Career Training Academy offers half-day reading classes to suit your needs. Serving the AK Valley for over 35 years, Career Training Academy offers programs in medical or dental assisting, medical coding and billing, and our new phlebotomy technician program. Visit us on the web at careerta.edu or stop in and see us at our new location in Hillcrest Plaza in Lower Borough. Enrolling now for all programs in the fall of 2017. Call Career Training Academy today at 724-337-1000. And don't forget, September 13th is the College Fair at the Quality Inn in New Kensington. Be there. Career Training will be there, help you with your career.
All right, Devin Sams is helped off now, and they leave him out there, and he came off. He's another important part of their team. So Highlands stunning Newcastle, 13-0 here early, very similar to last year.
Says when you lead by 12, go for 2.
Yeah, not in the first quarter. I think I'm loving Dom, and I'm loving Dom more and more every week. Believe me, this is tremendous. All right, now the defense needs to step up again. Sam Peck will kick off and got to make a tackle on special teams here, and we'll go from there. 13-0 Highlands.
It'll be interesting to see Marcus Hooker comes back out or not. Yeah,
it's high.
He's not back for the kick. He was the first time.
This is
Mike.
number 9, Donovan
Johnny Christ.
Johnny Christ says hello and how do you do? Here's Johnny.
2 tackles and a fumble recovery. He's making his presence felt here early on, Mike.
I just saw his brother Alan in the stands who made plays like that and was very crazy, just like Johnny is.
Neck, that was his nickname. Now let's see, Mike. Do you see? Yeah, Hooker's out there.
First down, Newcastle on the 24-yard line. They trail it 13-0. And now you wonder about Greedy. They just need to score. I mean, they don't need to be anything crazy. They need to do what they've been doing. But that fumble killed them on that series. And the give is to Thomason off the right side. And Thomason is dragged down by Gillette.
And that's how you tackle, Mike. Everybody take a note. You get down on his ankles and you pull.
All the Gillette boys know how to do that.
Exactly.
That's for sure. All the 33s.
Looked like I was roping a cow there, Mike. That's how you do it.
The gain is a 4 to the 28-yard line. 2nd and 6. That we'll get one more play here if it's not a throw. 2nd down and 6. Marcus Hooker back there at quarterback and Thomas in the sidecar. And Hooker's going to keep it. Tries to get to the near side of the field and puts a foot in the ground and a marker down. Hooker to the 50. And Hooker is going to be pushed down at the Highlands 37-yard line.
Way back.
By Mello Freeman. But the flag is all the way back at the 35-yard line. Has Newcastle done it again? They're coming back.
Did, Mike, yep.
Either holding or a block in the back.
Yeah. Did anything.
That's a hold to the 35-yard line. So the penalty will go back to the 25.
Now, once again, Mike, we're going to say 6 penalties for 45 yards, but when they pull back a 30-yard touchdown and a 30-yard run, add another 60 to that. They're over 100 yards in penalties when you look at it that way.
So you haven't missed a thing. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, exactly right.
And they're going to let the quarter run out here. Newcastle appears to want to do that. They have to start the clock first. They fixed it, the spot. Last week they had trouble with those. Often. The clock's not going to start until they snap the ball. Now,
10 yards from the spot of the 5. They should be 2 yards even
Okay,
back.
now they wind it. Let's see if they run one here. 8 seconds, 7. Hooker needs to hurry, but there's really no reason to. 2, 1.
They got it off.
I guess they got it off, and Hooker
Timmons.
is back. Hooker's going to throw it up for grabs, and it's going to fall in. No, it's caught at the 43-yard line. Coming back to make the play was Mininock. Boy, that was a great play by him. Boy, they can luck out there. And I don't even know if he got it off in time.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think so either. He should have stood him for a fair catch, Mike.
I think so. To the 43, it's an 18-yard gain and a first down for Newcastle. That's the end of the first quarter with the score. Highlands 13 and Newcastle nothing. There's Eddie's waving.
Yeah, he's waving down there.
Because next Friday at the Anchor Inn, Eddie's going to celebrate a big birthday, a milestone.
50 years, Mike. He's as old as the Highlands High School football program, 50 years, and he's having a birthday party. He wants to invite everybody to come up to the Anchor Inn after the game at home against Knock. Eddie's not buying, he said, by the way, but you're invited to his birthday party. Come on up, say hello.
He's still younger than me.
It's amazing, Mike. 50 years and still at it. And helped me out last night with the uniforms. Knows everybody's number. Knows who wore what 20 years ago, Mike. Amazing.
Well, Joe, Andy, and Dee want to welcome you to their family tradition. Started way back at the Anchor in 1953. That's a great home-cooked meal without having to do the cooking. Be there for that. No reservations are needed. The kitchen's open till 11, so there's plenty of time to come to the Anchor after the game. Mike and I will be there. So will Eddie. Make sure to stop by and say hi. Make sure to come by and say hi to Eddie. Eddie's going to try to get you to buy for him, so make sure you keep your wallet hidden from him because he will make you buy it. And it doesn't have to be his birthday for that to happen either.
He said it was on the hostage, and I don't think Dee cleared that.
I don't think so either. That's the Anchor Inn, Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Welcome aboard.
He will shake your hand and kiss all the girls that come up and say hello.
That's for sure, even if they don't want to be kissed.
He's a ladies' man.
1st and 10, Newcastle.
All right, they got a break there, Mike.
They did.
They didn't get that play off.
I didn't think they did.
Yep.
And it was, you said, there needed to be a fair catch, and they give it on a jet sweep to Freddie Soto off the left side on his way, but he's tripped up as he gets inside the 45, and Lonnie, I think, got a piece of his kneecap and knocked him off his feet.
That's McKnight, Mike.
McKnight, too, I'm sorry.
Freddie Soto is not
in there.
Not dressed tonight.
143 to the other. 7 and 6 is 13. First down.
They even had trouble with that exchange, too. You know, when Hooker hit his hand, he grabbed it again, so just even on a handoff, they're having trouble. Hurts.
First and 10. Newcastle can score if they don't make any mistakes. That's the thing. Yeah. Thomas and fumble
again.
I think Hooker got on it. The beanbag came out of there, but Hooker's back on it at the 46-yard line, and there they go again.
Again, Mike, I think that's bothering them. Look like
I don't think there's any doubt. Rams doing it through the air tonight. And we thought they'd have to run, but Cohen's thrown for 126 when Montour beat them last week, throwing only 3 times.
How about that?
2nd and 12. Behind the sticks. Hooker to the boundary. Gets hit and gets down to the 41-yard line where he stood up.
Yeah, actually got pushed ahead a couple yards.
Yeah, he did.
Gillette over there again, along with Sportelli, Mike.
And also Marcus Cienko. Give him 5. And Sportelli, you mentioned. It's good to see him back in there. 3rd and 7 now for Newcastle. 10 and a half left, first half. Highlands 13, Newcastle nothing. Sending shockwaves around Northwest 9, I'm sure.
One little fun fact for you after this play, Mike.
And Hooker is going to roll to the right.
He's in trouble.
Fires.
Almost intercepted.
Oh, it's caught it. Now it's loose.
Get on it. Get on it.
Highlands has it. They're saying incomplete.
Boy, did they get a break there, Mike. I thought for sure he took 2 steps with it.
That was tough to tell, you know.
Boy, Timmons put the pressure that time on.
That one was difficult.
Yeah. I thought he made a football move, didn't you?
So it's 4th down.
Their punter
Yeah,
Mike
great
is
call.
number 35.
Great call, according to Tom
Cartwright.
Stabile, and that's all that matters.
This is the NFL.
Right call. He said it was a great call.
I like to get them all fired up.
Fourth and
8.
7.
Yeah, they're calling taking
Now
time
they're going to
out,
call
Mike.
timeout. All right, well, when they do that, quickly, Newcastle trivia for tonight. What Newcastle grad and Penn State All-American became the first junior to win the Lombardi Trophy as best college defensive lineman? Newcastle grad, Penn State All-American, first junior to win the Lombardi Award.
Oh, boy.
While we do that, Ron Gillette Incorporated is a PA registered contractor certified in PA state inspections and emissions. Call Gillette today for all your towing, paving, excavating, hauling, demolition, and yes, snow removal needs. Ron Gillette is fully licensed, insured, bonded, certified, and owns all of its state-of-the-art equipment. And the Gillettes are proud to enjoy an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Phones answer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year for emergency services. And as always, it's person to person. Call Gillette's today at 724-226-1222. Ron Gillette Incorporated, the AK Valley's leader in towing and services since 1955. On the web, RonGilletteInc.com, and on Facebook, Ron Gillette Inc. Towing and more.
Some odd reason, like Scarpetti or something like
No.
that. That was Beaver Falls, right?
Yeah.
He was a tough guy, though, wasn't he?
Now they're going to punt, but at least they're going to line up the punt. And this
Yeah.
is Shenanigans' position on the field, I got to tell you. The punter for the Hurricanes is Braden Cartwright.
Where's number 35?
He's going to try to punt it to the Ponderosa.
Yep. Logan Christ back there.
High snap.
High snap.
He gets it and boots it out of there. Boy, the Rams might have got a piece of that. And
Oh,
Newcastle's
that guy
going to
did us a
grab it at
favor,
the
Mike.
21-yard
Yeah.
line. But sometimes they get confused, and I think Wayner might have got a piece of that.
Anthony Bailey could have let it roll for another 10 yards.
I think it was Wayner that might have got a piece of it. Okay,
So I've heard of this guy.
You have. I have hints.
Go
He was the
ahead.
4th pick overall in the 1980 draft by the Green Bay Packers, but didn't play for them. Went to Canada and played for Toronto for 2 years.
That's no help.
The folks at home are guessing along.
Newcastle.
It's kind of a pertinent, considering the week it is, it's kind of pertinent since it's a Penn State guy. Crabbing motion, Christ, and to give us to Taylor through there. Taylor busting it over the 25, the 30, and the battering ram all the way to the 35-yard line for a Highlands first down.
He gets the full head of steam. He reminds you of TT, huh?
He kind of does.
A bigger version.
He's a bigger version. He's got bigger. He has. Told somebody last week. Cameron Taylor has legs like telephone poles.
He sure does. His brother TT Leonard played here years ago, wore number 44.
I just really think they can run the ball, and if they can run the ball, they're going to have a real chance.
An homage to TT, huh?
1st and 10 at the 35. Again, Johnny Christ in crabbing motion. And it gave us to Taylor. Taylor makes the first man miss, and he's a load. Up over the 40, the 45, the 50, and out of bounds in front of the Newcastle bench.
Another 12-yard pickup. He has 5 now for 34 yards. More importantly, the Golden Rams moving closer and closer to Newcastle territory.
They're going to give him the 47-yard line. First down for Highlands. 12 more for Taylor.
Give me another hint.
Okay, another hint I have is his pro career was the New Orleans Saints from 82 to 88 and the Chiefs in 1989.
Penn State.
I flipped over all the cards. That's all the hints I have.
O'Neal.
No. First name Bruce.
Bruce.
This is Taylor. A yard or two up to the 49. Bruce Clark.
Oh man, he's a big guy.
And he was a good one too. He really was. The first junior to win the Lombardi Award as best defensive lineman.
Well, I'm 1 for 1.
These are good. That's Newcastle trivia for tonight. There we go.
He had a good career. You're right. I remember not to say the name.
Next week we will have Mars trivia. Knock trivia. Oh, knock trivia. Oh, is it a good one?
Oh boy.
Matt Millen? Yes. Salt and pepper with Matt Millen. That is correct.
Yeah, there's a Penn Stater back there. He should have been able to tell you.
Oh,
hey,
boy, look a little early
there.
maybe as Cohen's pass to Logan Christ is knocked away by Drew Cox. He also had a hand in the back. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Cohen 4 for 7. And no Hooker
On defense, 23. I don't see him.
Now he's coming back in, Mike.
Occasionally, the
They're
third down
spotting him
plays
up,
and
third down, center field. And the most important thing is keep the ball away from center field.
8:41 remaining, first half. Highlands 13, Newcastle nothing. This is Lonnie Long splitting to the right. And now the Rams are going to call. Don Girardi wants a timeout. He didn't like what he saw.
I think he wants to get it right, Mike.
Right.
Good idea.
I heard an oh my over to our left, and it was time to
talk about the wireless zone. They're the largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America, offering the most popular smartphone devices, tablets, and accessories. I'm due for a new iPad, my wife tells me, so I'll be up to see him. Stop in today and see what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. You tried it, right, Mike?
Oh, yeah.
We had 10 years of it. That's pretty dope.
Oh, isn't it amazing?
Wireless Zone has 12 area locations, including 6 in the 8K Valley. Ram fans, your Wireless Zone headquarters are in Natrona Heights. With that?
Good.
Natrona Heights at Walmart Plaza or the Pittsburgh Mill Mall next to J.C. Penney across from Victoria's Secret. You can reach the Natrona Heights location at 724-224-4590 or at the mill 724-275-1154. Find the Wireless Zone store nearest you by visiting wirelesszone.com.
All right, now we'll see what the Rams do here on third. So, okay, you surprised so far?
Yeah, really. I mean, it would be a shocker because guess what?
Highlands was doing this to them last year. I mean, it isn't very much different.
You're right.
It's kind of the same thing, but
up 2 scores.
Done a little differently, more through the air this time. They found a matchup that they've been exploiting, and Cohen could throw the football. Third down, 8. Cohen is back, and he's going to fire it deep, and it's going to be intercepted by Hooker.
That's a punt.
Yeah, but here's the problem. There's no coverage out there. That's all on. Marker down, 40. Another marker down, 50. Hooker to the 40. Highlands 35-30, 25-20. Hooker's taking it all the way for an apparent touchdown, but hold the phone. There's laundry all over the place.
Yeah, 2 of them back there, Mike. This would be crazy. This would be the second touchdown called back against Newcastle if it's against them. Wow.
Our referee, David Papich, a Fox Chapel name, by the way. I wonder if he's related to the Papiches. We've had them in Cager Classic.
And that's why, Mike, you had him out there on defense for one
Here's
play.
where I hope there was a pass interference before anything, and Highlands keeps the ball. Let's see.
I don't think so.
I guess we can't be that lucky, can we?
I think it happened afterwards, yeah.
Personal foul. Okay, yeah. So the penalty's against Newcastle. They'll mark it off, but they get the turnover.
7 for 60 yards now on penalties. Why I say this would be an upset on 2 levels, Mike. Last week, all the road teams in conference won. Knock won at Blackhawk 39-14. Montour won at Newcastle 42-21. South Fayette won at Mar 30-6. Can you believe that?
That is pretty amazing, isn't it?
And we won up at Ambridge.
We'll be keeping track of that as the season goes on, because the home teams usually, it does more than even out, especially in basketball. That's where it really does.
Yep.
So Newcastle will get it at the 30-yard line.
Indiana,
it kind of did work like a punt.
Indiana even lost at home, Mike, to Laurel Highlands, 47-31. Indiana can score points, but they sure give them up.
Yeah, they do. 1st and 10, Hurricanes on the 30. 8:21 left. First half, 13-0 Rams. Marcus Hooker, the quarterback. Josh Thomason, the setback. High snap. Hooker has it. Going to run the option to Thomason. Thomason is hit. Gets dropped at the 30-yard line. Great play, 2 of them. First one by Gillette to knock him back inside, and Sportelli cleaned up the garbage.
And if you guys ever meet Tyler Sportelli on the street, I call him Clark Kent, Mike, because wears the glasses, looks diminutive, then he goes in a phone booth and puts on number 48. And it's a whole different ball game after that.
2nd and 10 for Newcastle. On a beautiful night, by the way. Temperature in the mid-60s as we started it. A few raindrops this afternoon, mid-afternoon, but they cleared out in time, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I got to look at the extended. We'll be home next week against Knock. We might be back to 80 next Friday.
We had a good shower over here.
Hooker back. He's going to throw it down the field, and it's going to be caught. Great job, and it's going to be Christ finally knocks him down as it's caught by Cox, and it's first down, Newcastle deep in Highlands territory.
That was hand-to-hand combat all the way down the field, Mike, and the rest are letting that happen tonight. We saw it earlier in the half, and that time Number 13 for Newcastle. Drew Cox pulled it in.
49 yards.
39.
49.
49 yards.
First down at the 21. Hooker, give it to Thomason with a big hole, but he gets hit. Down low, Gillette again makes a great play and knocks Thomason off his feet. He gets it down to about the 16.5-yard line.
Chiquillo down there, along with that is Gabe Booker.
And I have 16 yards on 5 carries for Thomason. I have Hooker 64 on 11 carries and completed 2 passes for 67, I believe. Yep, that's what we got. Second down, 6. 6.5 left of the first half. Eerily similar to last year now. Hooker, give it to Thomason. He breaks a tackle. Near side of the field, 10, 5, and he's got a first and goal Newcastle at the Highlands 4-yard line.
Once again, that hand tackle, Mike, not going to get it done. Sportelli.
Put it right on the 5.
Yep. It might go over last year for everybody who doesn't remember what happened.
Highlands led it 10-0, and they had the ball driving on a 4th and 1 on the Newcastle side of the field with a minute to go, about a minute 5 to go. They had run it, I believe, 26 consecutive plays for 133 yards and decided to throw a pass on 4th and 1, got hit for an intentional grounding. 2 plays later, Newcastle's in the end zone. It's 10-7. They get the opening kickoff in the second half and score 26
Hooker
in a row.
Right up the middle.
This is Hooker. And not much. He maybe gets it to the 2.5.
Sportelli again down on the ankles, yep. Mike. That's how you bring him down.
Logan Christ also. And just the one play call changed the whole thing. Highlands came back to make it close. Dom Martinka ran a kickoff back for a touchdown.
And you had called it too. You said we'd be.
The problem would be if this goes wrong, here's what could happen. And That's exactly what happened, unfortunately.
And I said it was 10-0 at halftime. Newcastle's in the locker room fighting with each other. Instead, they got the momentum. Same thing goes here, Mike. That's
second down and a give. This is
and they do
off the left side. Hooker walks into the end zone for a Newcastle touchdown. So they're right back in it.
Yeah, Mike. That changed momentum. That's for sure.
Now they've been behind. They were behind all week last week too, and they've always been fighting from behind, and they know what it's like. And they score, Hooker, and they drive at 70 yards off the turnover. Points off turnovers. And at 5:15 left of the half, it's a 13-6 game, and now Mininock will hold it at the post, and the kick is lined through there, and it is good. Cartwright has it. The kick is good. 5:15 left, first half. Your score: Highlands 13, Newcastle 7. Timeout. We'll be right back. Cartwright will kick it off, but the Hurricanes are back in it. Romello Freeman and Logan Christ are back deep. Of course, Logan ran one all the way back last week for a touchdown. Logan Christ has 8 return touchdowns in his Highlands career.
Let's have deja vu all over again, Mike.
That's a lot. 2 kickoffs, 1 punt, 1 interception, 1 fumble, 1 free kick. He also has 2 receiving touchdowns in his career, so that's his total of 8.
Gabe Booker back with them.
Here's a bouncer. They saw the tape. This is Radishak up over the 25 to the 27-yard line, and down there Dante Burnett, the junior, number 10, to make the tackle. Highlands puts it in play, 1st and 10. They lead it 13-7. 5:09 left. Highlands will get the ball to start the second half, something to keep in mind. Each team has used 1 timeout.
Johnny Christ coming on the field late, Mike.
I'd really like to get the ball back on the ground here. They really look like they got something going with Taylor. And they run a counter to Taylor. And Taylor is hit, and the Hurricanes are waiting in the middle of the pile. Trey Epps, the senior linebacker, messed that play up. When they ran the counter, I think our linemen might have run into each other.
Yeah, looked like Johnny Christ got rolled up on a little bit there too, Mike.
No gain.
And once again, no Hooker on defense.
Second and 10. Kreis is the H-back. Cohen, short drop. Fires it, and it's deflected. Knocked down. Coming in there was Thomason to get a hand on it and knock it out of there.
4 for 8 now for Cohen. And Mike, you don't want to go 3 and out here. Let the momentum really swing to Newcastle's side.
Really, because the only thing that's stopped Newcastle so far really is themselves.
Yes.
They've stopped themselves with penalties and turnovers. And that's what they did last week, too. It was the same situation against Montour. It wasn't any different. Of course, when Hooker left the game offensively, they changed big time, too. 3rd and 10. Cohen is back, and he fires, and it's caught. It's Freeman.
Get the first down, Romello. There you go.
Now he's down to
Romello.
50, 45, 40. Romello Freeman, 71 yards for a Highlands touchdown.
Romello Freeman played a cat and mouse game, Mike. I didn't think he was going to get the first down. Next thing you know, 60 yards later is in the end zone for a total of 71.
71.
Mike, prayers have been answered.
128 yards on 3 catches for Romello Freeman so far. Cohen 5 for 10, 197, and there's still 4:19 left of the first half.
How about that, Mike? Wow. Still not going to chase for 2, Mike.
Signorella holds it. Gillette snaps it. Bowser's kick is on its way, and the kick is good.
She banged that one, Mike.
4:19 left in the first half, and Highlands leads it 20-7. Well, Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph proudly welcome you to the Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group. Serving the AK Valley for decades, the Lucchinos are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities. With open enrollment for both Medicare and individual health care fast approaching, have you had the chance to sit down and review your choices with a professional? Each year brings many changing pieces in the healthcare industry, so it's vital you understand your options. Why not sit down with the Lucchinos today and review your plan with an independent health agent who has only your best interest in mind? Joe and Joe always know. Located at 2318 Freeport Road next to the Donut Connection, or call them at 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. Why wait? Let Lucchino Insurance and Financial Services put you on the road to financial stability today.
Wow, Mike, that was a big play by Romello. I was afraid he wasn't going to get the first down.
Yeah, he gave it up for a second, and but then he just turned on the Jets. 3 touchdown passes in the first half by Seth Cohen.
The zig, then a zag. You mentioned Jet. Just a reminder, everybody, Jermaine Jet, our leading rusher from last week's
not in
game.
there.
Yeah, not even in the lineup tonight.
But a little bit of depth at the running back position, though, with Cameron Taylor. And they could put Booker back there, too, if they want to.
Haven't needed so.
Sam Peck will kick it off. 4:19 left. That took the Rams 40 seconds to travel 71 yards.
And an answer, Mike. That's what they didn't do last year.
And now the ball is dropped
live
by Blackshear. He goes back and picks it up at the 8. He's in trouble.
Smothered.
And down he goes. Well, eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
Now, there he goes.
Everybody for the Golden Rams special teams gets one on that one.
So Newcastle is going to be pinned deep in their own territory with 4:09 to go in the first half, and the Highlands Rams 20, Newcastle 7.
Cole Mazarek down there, along with
That was made by Elijah
Fondrick.
Cameron Taylor.
First down, Newcastle at the 11. Well.
Hell, Mike, they answered. That was a big. I thought Newcastle was
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure we'll get their third down conversions, but they've converted a bunch of those by Cohen throwing the football.
Chikella getting off the field.
Late off the field. Yeah. First down. This is Hooker. And Hooker breaks a tackle. 20. First down, 25 to the 27-yard line. And the thing about him, one guy misses, he's gone.
Yep. That was Gillette on a tackle, along with Booker.
Let's say the 26, 15 yards, another first down. That's 9 first downs for Newcastle. 84 yards on the ground for Hooker in the first half.
3:56 to go on a turning clock. Highlands leading here 20-7. Be nice if we're going to stop him here, Mike, and get the ball back to start the second half.
Hooker Hitting the backfield, spins out of there, but spins right into some tacklers. Good job that time for the Rams starting that. Max Weston had him and spun him into the middle of the line, and the Rams were able to finish it from there. Max, 82, a sophomore.
He's an interesting story, Mike. He has a tremendous ability, and only a sophomore. Worked his way into the starting lineup this week, and big play there.
That's the first time we've seen him. Playing the defensive line here. 2nd and 7. Hooker, little jump cut, breaks through there and gets close to a first down, up over the 35 to the 37-yard line. And it gets bulldogged down by Highlands, and we'll see what they call it here if they're going to give it to him. Nope, they're going to be about a half a yard short.
3rd and inches. Freeman made the tackle. Cameron Taylor comes
Bit his first down.
Oh, they did give it to him.
Give him 7.
Upon further review.
And Cam Taylor on the sidelines. Looks like Mike Rizzo working a cramp out of him. Now the clock becomes a factor. 2:40 left first half. Rams show blitz, and Hooker gets through there, and boy, he is tough ride and running over people for 8 more or 9.
He just gets past that first wave. Long Sportelli down there.
You can see why he's a Division I player. He's going to be playing defense for Urban Meyer. 2nd and 1. He is committed to Ohio State. 103 yards on the ground for Hooker now. That's highly unofficial. 2nd and 1. Clock winds less than 2 minutes now. Newcastle using huddle. Highlands does not any longer. Well, now's about the time they usually commit a penalty or a turnover.
There you go. Let's see what we got.
Timeout Highlands.
Timeout Highlands. We're going to make sure they get things right on this defense. It's their second timeout. Gives us time to talk about Highlands Tire. Winter's right around the corner. I'm not giving in so easily. But
no, it's going to be 80 next week. After the hurricane passes.
But you can beat the rush and stop in Highland Tire in their newest location, Highland Integrity Alignment. See why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley for 25 consecutive years. Family owned and operated since 1961, the Bonnettes offer you one of the largest and most complete inventories of tires in the Pittsburgh area. If you don't see it on site, ask for it, they'll get it for you. Visit HighlandTire.com or give them a call in Trenton at 724-224-9222 or in Trenton Heights at 724-224-7900 or Highland Integrity Alignment 724-224-5900. Highland Tire, service, integrity, price, they deliver. All right, Mike, 2nd down here and short. And I think what Coach Girardi is doing is talking about the last minute and 52 seconds, not this particular play. Trying to give his defense.
I think he's trying to give him a little bit of rest, too. And a lot of guys go both ways, and that's a lot of work bringing that kid down.
I always look for that, Mike, when we get the opposition lineup. Newcastle has 7 guys going both ways.
2nd down and 1. I think Hooker's going to throw the Navy pass. They did this earlier against Montour, and it's incomplete. They let him fight.
Yep.
They let it go when Newcastle caught it the last. I call it the Navy pass. We're going to see that next week, too, at the triple option out of knock when they do a run play and the quarterback kind of ducks down and the one guy goes out and everybody thinks it's a run. They send one player into the formation out, and they scored with it last week. That was Hooker's completion.
Mark Torcello was the intended receiver, but again, great job by Logan Christ.
And Torcello was fighting just like he did on the one he caught earlier.
Step for step.
3rd and 1. Now you got to be careful. You have to throw all in there.
That's it.
Hooker. And he gets the first down, but they tackle him quickly as he gets across the 50-yard line. That's 11 first down for the Red Hurricanes.
Sportelli and Gillette in on the tackle again, Mike. They've been doing a great job at linebacker. No, Gillette, 10 tackles already, Mike. We're not yet into the second half.
Timeout, Newcastle. 1:40 to go, first half, 20-7 Highlands. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be right back.
I know he's terrible.
All right, a 1st and 10 Newcastle, 1:40 to go. Each team has one timeout left.
Going to look to pass
Hooker is
this
back.
time.
Going to run it up in there. Now he's going to go up to the 45. And they keep him in bounds, though, as he gets down to the Highlands 40-yard line.
Sportelli made the initial contact. Christ came up to finish him off.
2nd and 1 again.
Second and 1.
Clock winds to 1:18. Marcus Hooker is going to throw it again.
Yep.
He's back. He's hit as he lets it go. Deep down the sideline, and it's intercepted. Flag is down. This is Booker, 15. Booker, 20. And it's going to be interference. I don't know if it's
marking the ball
if that's a beanbag or a flag. That's a flag. That's a flag. I think they're going to get Booker for interference. Let's see.
I think it was Lonnie Long over there, Mike. Yep. I didn't see the interference. They were pushing and shoving as usual.
Well, who intercepted the ball? Booker?
Lonnie Long.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That was 8-on-9. Yep. 15 yards. Newcastle keeps it.
From the original line of scrimmage, Mike?
Yes, from the line of
scrimmage. They got to work that. They're walking up there. Don't move, boys.
The ball will be at the 25.
We have a new chain crew, Mike.
That's 12 first downs.
I think the chain crew that came with the stadium, Doug Shaw and his guys retired this year.
Oh, really?
Yep, so we have a new group over there.
First down, Newcastle at the 25-yard line now. 1 minute left of the half, 20-7. Highlands leads it.
4 penalties, 40 yards that time, Mike.
Newcastle's got 50 yards on.
Do you know, Lonnie, he's been called for 2 pass interferences, intercepted both times.
Oh, well, at least he's getting the ball. Hooker.
Right up the middle.
Up through there, they hit him and spin him. But, yeah, that was a good play on the fire through there that time for Highlands by Weston. Got a piece of him and knocked him off his feet. You can see he's gaining a little traction defensively now.
Yep.
1 yard gain.
43 seconds. They're going to have to put the ball in the air just to even stop the clock, Mike. He's going to this time. Straight back.
Yep. And he fires, and it's caught. And
smartly ran out of bounds.
Tiptoeing out of bounds is Dante Burnett.
He stopped the clock, Mike, but he didn't get the first down.
He's short. He gets 8. So the ball will be at the 16-yard line. 3rd down and 1. 34 seconds to go.
Johnny Christ comes in replacing Lonnie Long.
Remember, Highlands gets the ball to start the second half. That's why this is so important for Newcastle right now.
Yep.
Highlands defense has been on the field a lot. Hooker is back. They bring some heat. He throws a jump ball to the corner, and it's incomplete.
Nice job by Logan Christ down there, Mike. Step for step again.
And Romello Freeman came back to help him.
That's going to bring up 4th and 1, Mike.
It is, 4th and 1. Well, now the decision is going to be, if you take the first down, you're either going to have to spike it or take your last time out.
I think the priority here is get the first down.
Get the first down first, because you got to keep the ball. 28 seconds to go.
All right, let's see if we can get that middle stop. Max Weston's done a good job in there.
Out of the shotgun. Hooker
goes.
Going to run it off the left side. Breaks 1. He gets to the 10. Still on his feet. The 5. And is spun down as he gets inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. And Newcastle quickly, they're looking to the sideline. They want their timeout.
Yep, they're going to take their timeout.
So 19 seconds to go. Hooker's just amazing.
Yep. Looked like they had him trapped in the backfield, Mike.
He got 13 yards on that one.
Gillette again on the stop, but it... Newcastle knocking on the door, Mike.
I got Hooker 21 carries for 130 yards.
He's been their whole offense, Mike. And, you say you're going to key on the guy, but even keying, he just breaks tackles.
So 1st and goal for Newcastle. 19 seconds left of the first half. We'll be having some stats at halftime. Dean will have trivia later on for me. 100-year, 50-year trivia?
50-year trivia and our normal
No
trivia.
Questions about the 100-year war, though.
No. That would be my wife's expertise.
That's correct. She's big on Civil War stuff. And we'll see what happens here. Now, they don't have any timeouts left, so the problem now becomes if they run it and don't make it in, the clock could run out on them.
This is a momentum swing right here.
That happened to Highlands last week, if you remember. Highlands got stuck at the end of the half and couldn't get a play off. But they were able to come back from that. They continued their domination.
It's going to be a big momentum swing for halftime, Mike. Whoever goes in, if Highlands can hold them.
Thomas in the sidecar. 1st and goal. Hooker right up the middle. Going to throw a jump pass. Almost intercepted. Daniel Timmons, or Sportelli, I think. Sportelli, I think, got a hand on it is who it was. They tried the old jump pass.
Pressure came for Noah Gillette. He was right in Hooker's face, Mike, but He still got the pass off, almost intercepted. I think they're spying no on him now, which is a good idea.
Yeah, maybe. 2nd and goal, 14 seconds. That was an interesting call by Joe Cowart.
He's got to throw here too, I think, Mike. He can't take the chance of not getting in. Would you?
I think their best chance to get in is for him to run.
I understand that, but if we get him down, they're not going to have time to spike it.
Hooker is back. He's going to throw it to the near side, and
No!
The flag is down.
He couldn't have caught the ball.
Well, there's no such thing as uncatchable in high school. It's either pass interference or it's not. Am I right about that, Tom?
Now, is that half the distance or what, Mike?
Right. The penalty took place in the end zone. They're discussing it. Let's see. Maybe they want to pick it up. A pass is not ruled uncatchable in high school. There's no such rule. So
what do they do with the ball now, Mike?
It's half the distance. Take it back to about the 1.5.
Yep. So it's only a 2-yard penalty. But 11
seconds to go.
Stops the clock, Mike. I thought they might kick a field goal here, but they're going to run another play.
It's first down, which really doesn't matter at this point. Pretty much only have 2 plays anyway.
Now they're going to move it up some more.
To the 1. Penalty took place in the end zone. Again, their best chance to score is Hooker running, but here's the thing. You could throw 2 incompletions and let him run on the last play, too. So you have that in your hip pocket.
All right, here they go, Mike. As I said, momentum depends on this play.
The last 4:09.
Yeah, movement before.
It is. Flags are down.
So.
Flags are down.
Oh, they called timeout.
Highlands called timeout. That's their last one. No one has any left. 11.8, Tom. 11.8. So we'll take a timeout, too. 11 seconds left in the half. 20-7, Highlands. We'll be right back. We're going to try it again, 1st and goal. 13th play of the drive.
Hooker runs it. There he goes.
Hooker up the middle. Touchdown, Newcastle. They finally get in. It took 4 minutes and 1 second, and Hooker runs it in for a Newcastle touchdown.
Well, thankfully we answered that last one, because this, again, is going to give a little momentum swing to Newcastle.
What a half he had. The penalty really hurt. That was really specious, to say the least. Cartwright will kick it. Mininock puts it down. Cartwright's kick is on its way, and it is good. 8.4 seconds left of the first half.
Have you been putting off getting that much-needed work done around the house? Maybe a leaky roof, or remodeling your kitchen, bathroom, or basement? Let the pros at Beanie Home Renovations have your home looking like new as the holidays fast approach. With over 100 years of combined experience, owner Brian Nee and his crew at Beanie Home Renovations guarantee your job will be done completely and on time, exactly the way you want it. Customer service is their top priority. Give Brian a call today at 724-351-3172 for a free estimate, or find him on Facebook for money-saving offers. Beanie Home Renovations, where the bee is always busy.
And this is the biggest time of the year for renovations is after Labor Day. Did you know that?
Yep. Well, Mike, it's Newcastle going to have the momentum going into the half. It's one thing we don't want to have happen, but it did.
Highlands had 6 offensive plays in the second quarter.
Wow. Been a while, hasn't it?
Time of possession is going to be enormous in favor of Newcastle, but Highlands has the lead, and really that's all they count in the end.
Only 18 plays in the first half, Mike. Remember last week we ran 65.
Yeah, but Newcastle's run a lot.
Somebody get on it.
This is Taylor, and he just falls down at the 38. Smart move there. Highlands will probably take a knee here and get out of the first half with the lead, 20-14. And if you'd asked everyone before the game if they'd take that, they would. And Highlands will get the ball to start the second half, too.
That would be considered an upset alert on Facebook.
5 seconds to go. And the Rams will regroup. Marcus Hooker, 131 yards on the ground, and he used to say it's not heavy.
We have no answer for him, Mike.
And Cohen's going to throw it. And Cohen's going to go deep, and it's going to be incomplete. 0.9 of a second to go.
Yeah, you let him get that arm loosened up, huh?
Sent Johnny down the far side of the field.
We do like that matchup, Mike. They've been picking on McKnight, and Johnny's got 6 inches on him. If you're just joining us,
now they're going to take a knee.
2 touchdown passes to Booker and 1 to Freeman gives Highlands a 20-14 lead here at the half.
And there's Newcastle scoring right at the end of half, just like last year. That's it. It's the end of the first half here at Highlands with the score. Highlands 20, Newcastle 14. Timeout. Back with stats right after.